The mission of this video is to actually push a $25 account through to over $10,000 account within 5 days. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is Mr. P. Guys, we actually started what do you call it now, a challenge, right? We actually started a challenge of pushing a $25 account through to what do you call it now, through to 10K account, right? So that's actually the mission. We actually started that yesterday on this series. So that was day 1, and today is actually day 2. Yeah, so we'll actually just continue this series just like that, guys. So the mission is to actually just push a $25 account through to a $10,000 account, and that's it. Now, like I said already, it's over 95% sure that we're going to hit it, because I actually waited for the charts to be like the entire chart formations on higher time frames to be actually smooth and perfect before starting the stuff. But come on, guys, there's actually still a chance that we might not be able to hit the 10K, right? There's also a chance, right? But with the way the chart is looking, we might even hit it before 5 days, right? With the way the chart is looking, we might even hit our target before 5 days. But there's always that little chance of insecurity, because come on, guys, this is actually trading, right? So anything can happen. It's not like we are the brokers or something, right? Anything can happen at the end of the day. But we are actually very confident that we can actually hit this target within 5 days, right? Within 5 days. That's if not even less, because of the way the chart is looking like currently. So guys, if you're actually new to this particular channel, just remember to hit on subscription button, hit a like button, and also remember to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that will be dropping out from this place just like that. Because guys, some of these videos can be really stressful, guys, because come on, like if I tell you what the time is now, starting this video, you'll be so surprised, guys. And we're just going to look at the chart again, because the last time it actually paid off yesterday, right? We're able to, I think we'll push the account from 25 through to like 270 something, right? 270 something, right? That we're able to push it. That's over 10 times. That's like 11 times the normal amount, right, of the stuff there. So that actually moved. That actually moved really nicely. So today we'll just see the targets that we can actually hit. We'll just see how the chart actually just flows. So this particular video will actually be very stressful here. Of course, there are a lot of parts that we just cut off, things like that, to shorten the time of this video, because this video will take several hours to actually record things like that. So guys, you see why you should actually hit the subscription button if you're actually new to this particular tip. So if you are not following us on Mr. PFX University, you're actually missing a lot, because there we actually drop crazy live signals just like that, and the link to actually join is just down below. It's come for free. You're not paying a dime to actually be part of Mr. PFX University just like that. The link is just in the description box there just like that. So not to waste so much timeline, let's start now. Okay, so technically this is actually what we are having, guys. This is actually what we're having. So you can actually just see so for yesterday, guys, we actually were able to use US 30, right? That was actually what we were able to use yesterday. Right, US 30 was actually looking so smooth. Like, if I should be honest with you, US 30 is actually still looking smooth, right? But come on, guys, we want this stuff to be interesting, so we can just stick on only one chart, right? Doesn't make any sense. So today we'll actually just be working with US Tech, popularly known as US 100 or popularly known as NASDAQ. So we'll just be working on US 100 today, just like that. So yeah, so this is actually what you're having, guys. This is actually just what you're having currently, right? The chart is actually just, well, it's kind of like clear because of what we're having. But just before we actually continue, guys, let me just let you know that this particular video is actually sponsored, or this entire series we'll be going through is actually sponsored by the Secure Trader firm, right? So the Secure Trader firm is actually a firm which helps you to secure your trading account from unexpected losses, right? So when you're actually taking your trades, things like that, it can happen that losses just come, right? You actually took buys and suddenly the chart start going against you, and boom, your capital is gone, right? So the beauty about the Secure Trader firm is the Secure Trader firm can step in at that point and just help you refill your account back. So let's say you're actually trading with $1,000 And yeah, of course you pay security fee, right? Because it's unexpected losses. So let's say you're actually trading with $1,000, things like that, and then your $1,000 actually, like, you actually took crazy losses, and then it drops to, let's say, $100, $50, $200, around that range, right? It actually drops crazily, right? The secure trader firm should be able to come in. You just have to click on the button on your dashboard, just a simple button. You click on the button, provided your account is secured. You click on the button. After that, just between 10 minutes to 6 hours maximum, your account should actually be refilled back to $1,000, right? Just that's just an example. So you can actually secure any account up to like $100. That's the minimum account you can secure, is $100. So that if your $100 is secured, for example, let's say you have taken trades and then it drops to like $10 or so, around that range, then you can simply just click on the button there, and boom, like within just between 10 minutes to like 6 hours, like, so far so good. So far so good. I was able to run through the platform and test and verify it and everything, and all the traders that are actually using it, so far so good. I've not seen any history of the stuff that went over 15 minutes. I've not. 15, 20 minutes, it hasn't gone above that. So it's either the cash is sent directly to the trading account, or the cash is sent directly to your bank account. It just depends on what you want. Like, it's just on you. And then they can do this stuff over and over again for up to 5 times. So let's say you are trading on your account, and your account actually, like, it actually took losses, right? They can refill the account back to $100, for example. That's if it draws, let's say, around $10, draws very bad. They can take it back to 100. If you are trading again and it goes back, they are bad. They can take it back again to 100. If it happens again, they can take it back to 100. They can do that stuff for 5 times. That's what I'm talking about. That's just an example, right? You can actually secure any capital between $100 through to 100K bucks, right? Through to $100,000, just like that, right? So it's actually so free for you to play around with things like that, guys. So that's just how SparkCast stuff actually goes, guys. So not to waste so much time, let's dive in now. So what are we having again just now? This is actually what we're having, guys. This is actually what we're having. So we're actually having something like this. The chart is actually kind of like very slow at the moment, but it's actually still moving, guys. The way the chart is currently is actually very tricky, because you would think, oh, it's not moving, and then you go and relax and you come back, boom, it has moved. So but what we're actually having here, I won't be drawing any trend line like that. That'll taking so much time. We'll just go straight to the point. But you can already see this here. You can decide to take a screenshot and draw your trend line if you want, but these are actually kind of like visible, so that if we plot the stuff just about this range, you should actually notice that a breakout actually occurred here. Because look at it, guys. It actually pushed at about this spot, hit this particular zone, after which it pushed up, dropped down. Those that have gone through my VIP mentorship or my one-on-one mentorship, they actually understand what I'm talking about, right? I think even on a few videos on YouTube here, I've actually explained how internal resistance actually works, right? So those that have been going through all the YouTube videos, they should still understand what I'm talking about, right? So it actually just hit this spot, pushes up, hit this particular zone, pushes up, and then you notice that there is actually a resistance around the spot, right? A particular internal resistance around the spot, right? You can call it a support in layman terms, because it does look like a support, but it's not, right? So it actually hit the spot, it pushes up, hits the spot, it pushes up, and suddenly we notice something actually happened around this particular spot, right? What happened here was, boom, it actually broke out. Now, it broke out of this particular zone, and what happens when it's broken, or when a breakout happens, a consolidation needs to happen, right? So that's actually what we're waiting for. I'm just trying to let you know what we're waiting for, so you're not lost, right? So we're actually waiting for this particular stuff to actually just give some nice consolidation here, and after which, well, just if you map out this stuff like this, so we are looking at just about the zone for a consolidation. So, well, it might hit the zone and push up, of course. So that's when we need to have a confirmation, right? So when it hits this particular spot, we want to wait for a confirmation candlestick. The confirmation candlestick happens, then we want to actually go into trade. And the way it's looking like now, it has already given us it has already given us an evening star. It has already given us a morning star, right? It has already given us a morning star, telling us that this particular stuff should actually push up, right? Should actually push up just like that, right? That's actually what's happening. But you know how the chart works, guys. You know how the chart works. I would have said, okay, let's try catching this buy, but that's very tricky because this particular stuff it has already broken out. So what we want to do is catch a sell, not a buy at this point, right? That would be a risky move. That would be a risky move. So we'll just wait for this particular stuff to play around there, or maybe it might just drop below. But if it drops below, it's still cool. We can still catch the trade because there's actually a level here. It just needs to break below this level and give a retest, and we're in again on the sell. But we'll actually just wait for the retest now, and we're just going, guys. So what are we actually having here? I actually came back before to check it out because I had rushed to process some stuff. I actually came back and to check it out. It was just roughly around this range, but I was like, okay, let's actually wait a bit because I didn't want the video to be so long. So let's actually wait a bit for a confirmation, and we can actually see first of all an evening star was created, and then it gave us a hammer, and then it started creating enough bearish candlesticks, things like that. So what that simply means now is we can actually just stock in enough trades, things like that. So let's actually just go into the trading. I will show you the possible levels that we should actually be expecting. Okay, so after going into the trade, okay, so this is actually what you're having, right? So this particular stuff, well, we're still in red, but the stuff has already given us a nice confirmation. I would have gone in. I know, guys. I would have gone in at about this particular spot just immediately as it got formed at about the spot here. I would have gone in there, right, just about the spot where it got formed, but yeah, I just had to wait for more confirmation, guys, because look at it, guys. This is actually the retest I was telling you about. You can actually see it, right? You can actually see. So I needed a few more confirmation because it's still possible for this particular stuff to push up, because this particular level is actually a weak one. It's possible for it to push up through to this level. So I needed some form of confirmation. I know, guys. We're actually pushing on some red now, minus 32, minus 33. Let's just hope this doesn't go badly, guys. Let's just hope this doesn't go badly. But the stuff actually looks cool. It has given us an evening star already, right? And then we have a hammer here, right? We actually have that, and this particular stuff has broken out already, meaning it has left that zone already. So this was a normal retest. So we are expecting this stuff to hit the zone first, right? After hitting the zone, then we are expecting it to come towards around this range, right? Well, this range, yeah, let's just say around this range at about the spot or so, right? That's actually what we're expecting it to do. Let's assume that, yeah, just about this range or so. That's where we're expecting it to go to at about this spot. So when it hits this particular spot, we'll just see what happens from there. But first, this level, of course, and then we'll just watch and see what happens. So our red is actually reducing also. So yeah, we just wait for maybe like a few minutes, 30, 40, 50 minutes. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Or this might even get to up to an hour or two. But we'll just wait and actually just see how it goes. It's been like an hour, 30 minutes, or like around the range, right? That's like 2 hours or so already, like around just something like that. And damn, like we've just been here, guys. We've just been here. This stuff hasn't moved the way I thought it would. It's just taking so much time, guys. But at least we're no longer red. We're no longer red, and this is actually so cool because we can lock in profit up at the spot. We can't go into red anymore. It's technically not possible currently. So if this particular stuff, the way it's looking like now, let's actually just see the way it's looking like now. If this stuff actually keeps, well, we have a pin already there, so it's actually cool. I've already seen a pin. It's over. That's it. It means that it's just going to drop down, except magic happens, of course. Except magic happens, like, because a pin is already from there. And okay, let's say even if the magic happens, right, and it pushes up, then we just know that just the middle of this candlestick here, we should zoom off this particular trade just like that, right? And won't stay have lost anything much, right? Because now our stop loss is now kind of like reduced. Just when we enter this trade, we would have left maybe just above it around this level, this particular level. But now that it has moved, we don't have to live around that range anymore. So it's just to now just wait maybe an hour or two, also because of the way it's actually moving. And it's not bad, guys. It's okay because of the time, right? Because of the time. So that's just the reason. It's not like it's the period where market's supposed to be very volatile. It's just we have to catch little pips to actually, if we say we should wait for when the market is extremely volatile and things like that, we might not be able to move so much, and the 5 days won't be enough. So we just have to like sacrifice and actually just wait, like, because I'm already getting tired and video just started. I'm already getting tired. Like, it's just been less like 3-4 hours that this recording actually started, and I can already feel like that like I'm so tired. But we'll actually just see how this particular stuff goes, guys, and yeah, we'll just continue. I came back after some time, and damn, guys, damn, this is actually what's happening. Like, it's just as if this stuff is just damn, like today's trade is kind of like more stressful than that of yesterday. Yesterday was just kind of like fast. I don't know. It's not a bad thing that it's kind of like slow. It's the time. But damn, like I didn't expect this would be happening to me like this. But well, it's actually hit this level that's here. It's actually hit this level and it's just playing around the spot. So I'm just expecting it to just drop below. When it drops below this, there will be nothing holding it again. So it can easily just move and hit this particular level here. Okay, so we'll actually just wait, excuse me. So we'll actually just wait and actually just see how this particular stuff actually goes, right? We'll actually just wait because at this point, I'm actually just tired. So I'm actually just going to sort out some stuffs and I'll just sort out my stuffs and we'll just be back. Hopefully it doesn't push up against us, but yeah, we'll just be back, guys. Let me quickly sort out some stuff, guys. Like I've been coming here to check once in a while since I'm not just coming. I've been coming to check once in a while since, right? Yeah, of course all those parts I'm going to cut them out, right? But damn, like I've been coming to check, this stuff was so stubborn, like it didn't just want to break below. Like look at it. It was so stubborn, guys. It was so stubborn, and finally it actually took off. Remember I told you when it breaks out of the spot, like it will just start dropping because there won't be anything holding it. There's literally nothing holding it around the spot. There's literally nothing. So it's just at this particular zone there were a lot of levels around that spot, like a lot of internal resistance, or what you can call support or store. There are a lot of them there, right? So that was just why. But for the now it's actually moving. You can actually see we're actually running like 184 bucks currently around the spot, right? So that's actually what we're running, and it's just around that level. So I would have loved to close this thing, but no, guys, we'll actually just wait to just have a little more patience, right? So we just wait for it to just hit this particular level. Yeah, we'll just wait for it to hit this particular level, and yeah, we'll actually just continue after that. Damn, guys, damn, guys, I'm actually very sorry. I actually went to process some stuffs, right? Because it was taking so much time and the rest. I actually went to process some stuffs and then I came back and boom, this was it, guys. Okay, let's close this straight first before I explain it. Let's just close this straight first. Damn, guys, damn, like I literally almost, oh damn, it actually even crossed our level, guys. It's actually even, oh damn. Let's close this first. Let's close this first. Guys, I actually just lost track of this stuff. That's just the truth. Like I actually went to process or sort out some certain stuff, some certain important stuffs, and then I just came back and boom, I caught the shock. Like I caught the shock, but then it's actually wasted so much time and the rest also. So like it was now really boring, guys. It was now really boring. Now the only beauty about it is it didn't go against, right? At least it was still within. It was still within our formation, things like that. But if I didn't see this, I would have left at the zone. If I didn't see it, maybe that's hit the zone, I'm out. If I didn't see this particular stuff, I would have waited for another candlestick to form out about the spot and give me something like a morning star, evening star, or something that like two bullish candlesticks, intervals, things like that. Then I would have want to go in again on the buy, but we'll actually just wait because it seems like that's actually what's forming here. So we'll just see how this particular stuff actually closes, right? We'll just see how it closes. I think it actually wants to start pushing up. Well, it might just push straight up to this place, but I can't go in now because there's no confirmation, guys. You don't just go into trades because it's going up, right? So we'll just have to wait, guys. We just have to wait. So we'll just wait to see what happens. It might drop down again. If it closes below this spot, we actually want to go in and hit it up to this level, right? This particular level that's here. That's if it does that. If it doesn't do that, it gives us some nice formation and bullish, bullish candles, right? Bullish engulfing candlesticks like that. We actually want to storm into the trade to at about the spot. So that's if the pips doesn't waste and just push up to the spot now, right? That's if it doesn't waste. But we'll just see, guys. We'll just wait for a few more minutes. I'll actually just see how it goes. I'll be actually just just monitoring this particular stuff now, so we actually don't miss this particular movement. Okay, so just as calculated, guys. So I was actually here watching this particular stuff, right? While watching this particular stuff, I actually noticed that this formation, well, this is not exactly a morning star, but it does look like, right? And that the next stuff that is actually forming looks like it's bullish, right? So this is actually a tricky one, right? So for this particular trade, we actually want to be very, very sure of our stop loss. So our stop loss will just be right at this particular level, because if it breaks this level here, it means that we've had a bearish engulfing or something like that. That looks like that, right? So it breaks below these, we know it's shooting down. We want to close our trade and run into sales and pick it up to this level like that. But for the now, guys, so we don't actually miss pips, we'll actually just run into buys. Okay, let's this. Okay, let's just go in, guys. Let's just go in. Let's actually our stop loss will just be around this range. So even if our account drops, we'll be losing, let's say, like $100. We're already on 700, so we'll be losing, let's say, like $100 or so, or like let's say 70-80 bucks, and what I can see around that range or so. That's if it actually breaks. So it weights the risk, guys, because if this stuff actually moves smoothly, we'll actually into nice cash if this stuff actually moves smoothly. So let's actually just go in, guys. Okay, guys, so this is actually what we're having. Like we're already in a crazy red, and we're just waiting, guys. We're already in a crazy red, and we're just waiting. Like this actually minus 54 that we're actually having here. Actually minus 50 something. All right, now what we're actually just expecting is for it to hit this level, right? That's actually what we're just looking at, right? So remember, this is actually a major level, and what actually happened here, since it what they claim, since well, this is actually, let's just call it a morning star. So since it got formed at about this level, we're actually expecting it to push down below the stuff, and then closes below the stuff like that. And if it does, right, it means we'll zoom out of this trade, and it didn't, right? So it's actually giving us a nice bullish, a nice bullish movement at about that spot there. So since that movement is actually moving like that, we can actually just hold this trade for the now, right? We can actually hold this trade for the now. Well, guys, this stuff is actually minus 82. Damn. Wow. Are you sure we're not going to just are you sure we won't close this particular trade? But well, we're having like 728, and now we're having over $100. I think my calculation there was wrong, because I used more margin than I plan on using, right? I used more margin. I didn't expect that this stuff will start dropping currently, guys. I didn't actually expect that this stuff will start dropping currently. So what's just going to happen is we'll actually just keep waiting. For the meantime. Okay, guys, that's like 148. Wow, guys, this stuff is actually playing around with us. Like, well, it's going back to plus. So damn, that was really crazy, guys. That was really crazy. That was really, I think a new candlestick will even form very soon. Like if that forms, then we'll be good to go. That's if it doesn't use this to push up, right? Okay, so guys, it's because of the margin that I actually used. But we'll just see how this particular stuff actually goes, guys. I don't want this video to be so long, so we'll actually just come back and finally we're in plus, right? We're in plus, guys. Finally, we're actually running over $200 currently on this particular stuff, guys. If this particular stuff actually goes smoothly, guys, I think we might be able to hit $1,000. If this stuff actually goes smoothly, I think we might just be able to hit $1,000, guys. We might just be able to hit $1,000. So we just wait and actually just see, guys. We just wait. Like I just wanted to come to this level. I'm like, it's so tempted to just close this trade now, because we're trying to conserve capital and things like that. But then if we have up to $300, we should be I think we're just like $20, okay, like $40 around that range away from $1,000, right? But I don't want to close this trade early, guys. I'm just joking. I don't want to close this trade early, because that would just be waste of pips, guys. That would just waste our time, things like that, if we try closing this trade. Because let's actually just wait, because look at it, guys. We're actually having enough bullish momentum here, enough bullish momentum. So that should push the stuff to at least this level. Might drop down after that. We'll see how it goes. But we'll actually just wait. This stuff, funny thing is, this stuff might drop down, yeah, but it actually still has a nice tendency of even pushing higher, because look at this level, guys. If it breaks this level, if it actually breaks this particular level that's here, because there's kind of like a hammer here, right? Kind of like a hammer, right? It's not fully a hammer, but it looks like a hammer that is actually here, and it's a bearish hammer. And you know what happens? The inverse tends to happen, right? So if it's a bearish hammer, if it pushes above this stuff and closes above, it has a high tendency of pushing towards this level, around this level also, guys. So we'll actually just wait and actually just see a new candlestick just got formed. A new candlestick just got formed. You can actually see that. So we'll actually just wait and actually just see what actually happens within the next few minutes, guys. I was actually sitting waiting for this stuff, thinking like it to just push up from this particular zone, right? Remember it was here. I was just expecting it to just push up towards this particular zone. I would just know that, okay, so that's it, right? Guys, I waited and it kept playing around there, guys. It even went into red, like it went to around 120 something red or 130 something, if not even more than that. And I was like, damn, like I can't like I can't like just continue like that, right? Because it won't be cool. Like guys watching, you might just be heartbroken when you saw like this stuff was moving nicely and then went back to red and up to like 130 something, 140 something. So I was like, no, let me actually just wait a little. Let me actually just have a little bit of more patience. But in short, guys, you can actually see the stuff actually pushed up towards this particular level. This was the level that we were actually waiting for it to push. This was actually the level, so won't be greedy, guys. It has hit the level, won't be greedy, so we'll actually just wait for this. We'll actually just close this particular trades now, right? So there's actually no time to waste, so we'll actually just quickly close this trade because currently, guys, we're actually running almost 700 bucks. Almost 700. I would have said we should wait for it to hit 700, but it's kind of like tricky, guys. Well, it's almost hitting 700. It's almost just hit 700. Just hit 700. The chart is kind of like slow now also. Guys, it's almost hitting seven. Boom, that's 700, guys. Let's close this trade. Let's leave this trade. That was actually smooth, guys. That was actually smooth. Like we're actually having a to one. Okay, let's call it 1.5k. Like let's call it 1.5k because, guys, that was actually smooth, guys. That was actually smooth. So it actually just pushed from this level, but damn, that wasted a lot of time, guys. That wasted a lot of time, especially when it went back into red like that. Like that was actually crazy. Like I was like, okay, maybe that's it. Like maybe that's it. And then it started giving a not bullish formation, and then it actually created a what they call a minute flag around this range, which you should see better if you're on your 5 minutes. But I already gave my word we'll be using 15 minutes time frame all through for this particular series, just like that. So it actually gave a mini flag here. So immediately as the flag got completed about the spot, I was like, boom, that's it. But I couldn't add more trades for risk management sake, so I just had to relax and wait for the stop. So after which, boom, it actually just pushed up, guys, hit this at a particular level, and we're out of this trade just like that, guys. So that now we just have to wait for this particular stop to actually just break this level that we're actually having here, right? It actually just breaks this level we're having here and closes above it or just pushes down, right? Remember I told you it actually has a possibility of pushing above this level, right? It pushes above this level, it pushes above this level and possibly comes to this level. And if we have enough bearish, enough bullish formation, then it's possible to come to this level. But then this particular stuff, with the way this stuff is also a downtrend. You can actually see it is also a downtrend that is actually forming on this 15 minutes time frame. So it's possible for this stuff to actually just push down, hits this level, breaks below it, and then is running towards this level here. After which is pushing down, pushing towards this level. But the problem now is what happens here is like traders are always caught up in trades like this because it looks so better to drop down, because that's what I can see. Also, it looks so perfect because, come on, guys, this is actually a downtrend. Okay, so this is actually a nice downtrend here. Okay, it hits the spot and then it starts dropping down, right? Yeah, that's actually what should happen. But then this particular level before it is very tricky, guys. We're actually having a bearish hammer, basic bearish hammer there, right? And then we're having an abnormal, we're actually having an abnormal evening star here, right? An abnormal one, and here we're actually having a bullish hammer, which is clearer here at about the spot, right? So currently, guys, we can't really know what will happen fully, right? We can't really know. It's tricky because this is a downtrend. It should drop down, but a lot of people are actually saying this is tricky, right? And then we can actually see this stuff is already pushing up. So we'll actually just wait, guys, and actually just see what happens. If it drops down, if this stuff changes its mind and drops down towards this particular level, we'll actually just wait for it to break below this, and then we'll catch the sell towards this level. First take profit towards level, second take profit. But let's say we just pick it through to this particular level. So we'll just watch what happens. And if it closes above this, you already know what will happen. So let's actually just wait for it next few minutes and actually see what happens, guys. Boom. So this is actually what we're having, guys. This is actually what we're having. So now this particular stuff wanted to drop down. It's so funny. Like it wanted to drop down, but then it just ended up pushing up later on, guys. So currently what we can see on this place is that it actually broke above it. It's actually broke above it, things like that. So it's actually just shooting up. So of course, what we're expecting after a breakout, you don't just go into the trade, right? You actually want to wait for a retest. So it actually broke above this particular level that we're actually having here. It actually broke above it. So now we are just waiting for its stuff to actually go on the retest and the rest. After which we can actually just stock enough buys just like that, guys. So I can actually just stock enough buys, things like that. So we'll actually just wait, guys, for the next few minutes and actually just see what happens. Okay, guys, so after a few minutes, this is actually what we're having, guys. This is actually what we're having. So you can actually see that this particular movement is actually just it's actually just pushing like this. You can actually see the stuff. This stuff is actually just pushing at about this range, right? So it's actually moving really smoothly, guys. Come to think of it, it's actually moving really smoothly. So this is actually like a retest that is just happening at about the spot. So it's actually pushed up, got to this particular level, gave a bearish engulf here, and just started dropping down just like that. So this is actually the retest we're waiting for, guys. This is actually the retest. So what we can do now is we can actually go into this trade at about this level, right? And then we can leave the trade at about this level, right? You can leave the trade at about this level, right? But then guys, this is actually tricky because this stuff, if we leave at about this level, it might break above this level and start shooting up, right? It might break above this level and start shooting up. So what's going to happen, guys, is this: we're going to go into the trade, and then when it hits that level, we're just going to hold on a bit and wait for what we're calling for some bearish movement. If we don't get any bearish movement or it pushes up and then closes above it, it means we just hold the trade. That's just exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to hold the trade and actually just wait for it to actually just take off just like that. But for the now, guys, it seems like this stuff is still dropping down. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to quickly go on the trade because this retest is already done, so that our stop loss will just be at about this particular level like that, which won't be risking a lot for that. So let's just go into this trade now, guys. So this is actually what we're having. So I actually used a little bit of more margin. So because of that, my stop loss won't be at about the spot again. So we'll have to just adjust our stop loss towards this particular range, something like that. So just towards this particular range because our margin actually went up. Now the reason why I actually tried using more margin is because I don't trust the stuff is going to break off. If it breaks up, it's still cool because we'll be in profit. We might even be able to add more trades to the stuff, right? As if it breaks up of the stuff. But we just wait. Currently, we only have a stop loss. We don't know how to take profit level currently because it might hit the spot and close above it. When it closes above it, it actually just continue pushing up just like that. And I already showed you the levels. This level has already broken. So we're looking at this level and we're looking at this level and we're looking at this particular level here, right? So these are actually just the three levels we're looking at. 1, 2, 3. So these are the three major levels we're actually looking at just like that. So guys, we'll actually just wait for a few more minutes. I don't want this video to be so long. We'll actually just wait for a few more minutes. I'll just try cutting 1 or 2 parts out so the video is kind of like short, right? So just wait for a few more minutes and we'll just be right back. Okay guys, so this is actually what we're having currently. You can actually see that, guys. This is actually what we're having currently. It's also smooth that we're running over 1,000 bars currently, guys. You can actually see that we're actually running over 1,000 bars currently. So what we're just waiting for now, guys, on this particular stuff is this particular candlestick. It should be closing very soon. So what we're actually just waiting for is we're waiting for this particular stuff to see if this particular stuff actually like what do you call it now? If this particular stuff actually closes above it, right? Let's just see if this particular stuff actually closes above it. We might lose some profit in waiting for that, but at the same time, we actually don't want to miss this catch, guys. We actually don't want to miss this catch because if this stuff takes off, guys, if this stuff takes off from this particular spot, you know how much you can actually make from this stuff. So we are not even like trying to play around like that. So we actually just have a little bit of more patience and we'll just see how this particular stuff actually goes. Okay, guys, so I was actually so patient waiting for this stuff, guys, but you can actually see what happened. It was supposed to close just above it, but it closed kind of like at the same level, things like that. Yeah, I know, guys, I know we actually lost some profit there. We actually lost some profits, things like that. So we're actually running just roughly 700 and something, 800 or so. So we just quickly close this trade, things like that, and we'll actually just see, seems like it's going for the second retest. So let's actually just leave this particular trade for the now, guys. So guys, that was actually smooth, guys. I know we actually lost some pips there and things like that because it started dropping down, but if it had pushed up, that would have been really clean, guys. That would have been really clean. So currently we're actually running over 2,000 bucks. I would have wanted to relax, but I feel this stuff just wants to do second retest to actually just waste time, things like that, guys. That's what I'm thinking, right? That's exactly what I'm thinking. I just feel this stuff actually wants to just waste our time, things like that. That's just what it wants to. It wants to frustrate retailers to actually leave this trade, things like that. So what's just going to happen, guys? Is we'll actually just be patient with this particular stuff. We'll just wait. Seems like it's coming back for a second retest. right, at about the spot. Let's just hope it doesn't break below, right? But that's almost impossible. Like, it shouldn't do that. Like, it shouldn't do that. But it's also possible. Like, that's what the chart does, right? But we'll just wait. It should come to this particular spot again to actually just give a retest, right, at about the spot. That will be the second retest, and we can just zoom into the trade again for the second time and just repeat what we did here, right? So this is what we actually call free pips, right? That's actually what we call free pips, where something keeps when a chart keeps retesting a particular level. So you just when it hits that level, you go in again, hits that level, you go in again. We call that free pips, and that's what's happening currently, guys. Of course, sometimes you can still go wrong, so be very careful with free pips like that, guys. Be very, very careful with that. Okay, guys, now I'm extremely tired, guys. Now I'm extremely tired. Like, that stuff was supposed to give another retest, but it actually didn't get to our retest level. The stuff actually just kept acting up, things like that, guys. It just kept acting up, things like that. So you can actually just see this particular stuff, guys. It actually just got to about the spot, played around, and after which it took off, right? I was not like, oh, so that was how we missed this particular entry. That was how we missed it, but it still just didn't close above it, because come on, guys, we were not in the entry, right? If it had taken off like that, that would have been very bad. Like, this video would have just ended with me being so sad, right? Because come on, guys, we were waiting for this stuff. So it hit the spot. It didn't really hit our retest level, so I just had to wait. It kept playing around, and finally, boom, you can actually see this stuff, guys. It's actually right now on our retest level. So what we are just going to do is to actually just quickly rush into this particular trade. Let's actually just see, maybe this time around it might just break out, right? This time around it might just push above it, and that will be very, very clean. That will be very, very clean, guys. So what we can just actually do now is to actually just wait for this particular stuff to actually just move. So the second retest has been completed. So what we're actually just expecting this stuff to do is to actually just take off again, right? Now, guys, it's actually easy to know now that this stuff might. This stuff might. I don't know, like, but this stuff, look at it, guys. Look, at first it gave us this. Secondly, it gave this. It tried pushing up, it didn't. Thirdly, it did this. You can actually see this particular movement that was here. It almost closed above it. So what will the next one bring? Well, we'll just wait and actually just see how this particular stuff actually goes. But we already know that we don't have a take profit. Of course, we have a stop loss. Our stop loss will just be around this range. The reason why it's around this range is because this is actually a retailer zone, right? That's actually the reason. Well, if you've gone through my mentorship, you should understand what I'm talking about when I mean retailer zone. But we'll actually just wait, right? We'll actually just wait and actually just see how this particular stuff actually goes within the next few minutes. Guys, this particular entry, I guess this particular entry will be the last entry for today. This will be the last entry for today, definitely. Because, guys, look at what happened, guys. Look at what happened. This particular stuff actually broke through my retailer zone. Of course, the retailer zone is where like retailers are usually taken out from the market. But you can actually see it actually hit my retailer zone and went towards my stop loss level. Now, I wanted to leave this stuff, guys. I actually wanted to just like start the stuff and leave the stuff. But then I just had to wait because I actually saw my Morningstar there, which is actually telling me that that particular zone is actually almost impossible for it to break. Because look at it, guys, there was actually a Hamas first of all, and then a Morningstar, and then a bullish engulfing to actually take up. So it will be so difficult to break through that level. So I just had to wait. Right? I just had to wait a little more. I just had to wait a little more, right, to actually see how this particular stuff actually goes. And currently our red has actually reduced. Just now it was a crazy red. I think it was up to like 300-400 bucks that was actually here on red, and I was ready to close it because come on, guys, I will just take out of the profits that we actually made today, and we'll still be in profit, right? We'll still be in profit because don't forget, guys, today's trade actually started from 270 something, right? 270 something. It actually started from 270 something, and currently we're actually running over 2,000 bucks, right? Over 2,000. Of course, it's been stressful, guys. It's been stressful, right? It's been really stressful, and we are just doing this stuff so you can actually see how the trading and everything actually works, guys. So if you are not part of this particular YouTube channel yet, just hit the subscription button, guys, because all of the stress like that I'm going through currently here, guys, trying to watch this chart 24/7 record and do everything, it's because of you guys. It's just because of you guys. So let's actually just wait a little longer. Let's actually just wait a little longer and actually just see how this particular stuff actually goes, right? So far so good. It actually got rejected at about the spot. So let's just hope it takes up, guys. When it hits this particular level, I don't know. Let's actually just watch. Let's watch what happens. Let's just watch what happens. Guys, I was holding still on this particular trade, right? I was holding still on this particular trade because it took off, hit this particular level, and then it opened right at the level again, and then pushed up first towards this particular zone, which was a good sign, and then it started going back down. But I was like, no, I'm not even like playing around this time. I'm going to hold this particular trade. And after which it pushed up again. Now look at what I was telling you guys. Look at what I was telling you. This is exactly what I was telling you. It actually closed above it. You can actually see it. It actually closed above it. So now so now all that is left is to actually just map out our zones. That's all that is left. That's just all that is left. Is to just map out our zone. Our first zone is actually this particular spot which is coming to, right? And then we'll actually just see how this particular stuff actually goes. And next zone is this, and other zone is this. And the way this stuff is looking like, it should hit at least two zones. It should hit this, definitely is almost hitting this, and it should hit this zone also. So when it hits this particular zone, so we're not greedy in the market trying to let it come to the zone, right? So we're not greedy. When it hits this second zone, we'll just try waiting for because this zone is already hit as far as I'm concerned. Look at it, guys. When it just takes off now, it's gone. This particular zone will be hit. So I'm more concerned about this zone and this zone. But not to be greedy, guys. When it actually hits the zone, we'll just zoom off the market. Because, guys, look at what we're having. We're actually having around 1.6k currently. That's actually what we're having currently at this spot. And it's actually running. The market is actually becoming extremely volatile, like when we started. Right? You can actually see this is like 1.7k that we're actually having here. So we'll actually just wait a little longer. We'll just wait a little longer. I don't think this will even take a lot of time to wait more, maybe like 2 hours maximum or so currently, and boom, would have hit that particular level. And after that, because of the stress I went through at this spot, guys, after this we'll call today a day. We'll just call it a day. So we'll just actually wait, and we'll just be back in a few more minutes. Okay, guys, this is actually so clean what I'm seeing, guys. Guys, do you realize we started from like 270 something bucks just now? Do you realize that, guys? Look, guys, I saw this and I just couldn't believe this, guys. I just can't believe what I'm saying. You can actually see this spot. It actually just hit a level, right? It's just a little stuff and boom, look at that momentum, guys. Look at that momentum. Like this, just like 15, 30. I told you, just roughly like 2 hours or so. Well, I think maybe this like 15. Okay. This not up to 2 hours. This like 1 or 30 minutes or so that will actually. Guys, look at this. Damn, like look at this, guys. Like it has hit this level. We don't have to be greedy. This stuff might start reversal now or anything. We're actually having like 3.6k. Let's zoom off the street. Let's zoom off the street, guys. There's no time to waste. I'm not waiting for it to hit that level. I'm not waiting, guys. Let's actually zoom off the street, guys. Look at what we're having, guys. Guys, we're actually running almost 6k. That's actually what we almost 6k, guys. Like can you? And today is just the second day. Guys, like if you can actually just relax, sit down and look at this charts, guys. It's not extremely complicated. It's not like, guys, do you realize this cash was actually 25 bucks yesterday? Like guys, this stuff was 25 bucks yesterday, and it's almost 6,000 bucks now. It's almost 6,000 bucks. Guys, this is crazy. But then, like, what actually gave me like so much stress was actually this movement, guys. This last trade was actually so stressful, guys, because like immediately as this stuff started pushing down, I wanted to close here, but I was like, nah, like all this stuff just can't go in vain. So I was now waiting for this stuff to drop below my morning star here, so that if it drops below my morning star that at this particular spot, I'll just know that okay, that's fine now. Like the entire structure has been broken. But then immediately as it started pushing up, I knew that's it, guys. I'm not waiting, because currently what we're supposed to do here now is this. We're supposed to wait for this stuff to play around this level, give us a reversal candlestick here, right? Give us a reversal, like a mini reversal candlestick here. After doing that, then we actually want to pick this stuff through to this level and through to this particular level. But guys, I'm out. We're done for today, guys. We're actually done for today. So guys, that's just how this particular stuff actually goes. So yeah, guys, that's how this particular stuff actually goes. So you can even just track it for my eyes, guys. You can actually just track it for my eyes. I'm feeling so exhausted now. Like I'm feeling so exhausted. But it's actually cool, guys, because everything actually went well. The trades, like everything went very smoothly. Like it's not like the time investment was in vain, right? So all the stuffs like that I just did for you guys. So if you are not part of this YouTube channel, just remember to hit on subscription button and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping out from this place. And also share these videos to all those that need to see these videos, things like that. right? So if you remember, guys, we actually started the stuff yesterday from 25 bucks, right? $25, and currently we're actually running almost 6,000 bucks, around 5.6, around that range that we're actually 5.6, 5.7. We're actually running currently. That's sick, guys. That's sick. That's just crazy. And today we actually started from 200 and something, 270 something bucks that we actually started from today. And guys, you can actually see that movement. That's over 10 times. That's like about 20 times movement that we actually made in a single day, just like that. Guys, that's what I'm saying, guys. It's not like it's just about using large capitals, right? It's not just about using large capitals. So you can actually start from any amount of capital, right? You just start from there and then you grow gradually, right? It doesn't have to be this fast. Like what I'm doing is it's not supposed like to be like extremely fast like this, right? Usually. So you can actually just take your time. You say, okay, every day let me add this particular amount, and then you can stretch it out for a month. Like you can stretch it out for 2 months. It just depends on what's comfortable by you. I'm trying to rush this off because it's a video. That's just why. On a normal day, like you trade gradually, you don't have to like risk so much, things like that, right? You actually want to apply good risk management, things like that, right? When trading, things like that. So guys, that's just how SpectaStop actually goes. Just remember, for every single trade that you take, like I always say, make sure that your trade is actually secured on the securetrader.com, right? Make sure every single account you actually have is secure there, so that if anything actually happens to your account, that's what the secure trader does. They just simply refill back your account. So if you're having 500 bucks and it drops crazily, and now you are left with just like 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 bucks, what it means for your account to blow off or you lose your capital and the rest, providing your account is secured with the secure trader, you can simply just hit on the refill button there and your account should be refilled just between 10 minutes to 6 hours maximum, just like that. So guys, that's just how SpectaStop actually goes. So if you're not part of the secure trader, just go on the securetrader.com to actually just be part of the secure trader today. And if you're not part of our Telegram channel, you're actually missing a lot, because there we drop crazy sniper signals, guys, crazy sniper signals. So the link to actually just join our Telegram channel is just down below. That's Mr. P Fx Investing. It's actually just down below. Just check in the description box there and actually just hit the link to actually just be part of Mr. P Fx Investing. It's free. You're not paying a dime to be a part of Mr. P Fx Investing, just like that. So guys, that's just how SpectaStop actually goes, guys. So bye for me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.